Hello Capricorn, it's Marina here from the Butterfly Effect, and this is going to be your reading for the solar eclipse coming up tomorrow. This is a specific eclipse type reading. It asks very clear questions such as the success you'll enjoy, what you should be avoiding during this time period, the challenges that are coming up, etc. So it doesn't always pull together a sort of cohesive story, but it does have a wealth of information in it. So it's Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. It is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you would like a personal, my price list is below. I'll probably actually pin it. And if there's any music that comes through, that'll also be below. So here is your card. So there's an element of not knowing who to trust in a situation, Capricorn. Your reading went up in June was a little bit heavy from memory. So the Kitsune speaks, trust me, people say, over here they beckon, I love you, others croon. But who of all these beings seeking what you possess speaks the truth? I, Kitsune, can hear their true voice, and I can see the consequences of their plans before they have a chance to unfurl. While it can hurt to know the truth, it is best to know the heart of those who would win your trust, your love, your resources. These precious gifts of yours must be protected. Your tender self must only be given where you will be honoured. There are some who wish to deceive and manipulate you, and yet you do not know who they are. By welcoming me into your life for a time, I will act as a powerful undercover agent, and I will expose the tricks and falsehoods of others. I will never advise you to be false, but I will clearly signal to you when to stay silent, whom to avoid, and situations that need not be your concern. I may appear in the guise of a helpful stranger or an insightful encounter, or as I do here in this card. Regardless of my form, I am your friend, and I will tell you the truth and show you where the trickster's plays. And there is deceit at the very heart of your reading now. It's the question is actually a success that you will enjoy. In this solar eclipse, bear in mind this can drift out to 6 months, so it's a deceit card with the 8 of Swords. I'm like, well, blimey, that's not much of a success. I've clarified it, and I've got the 8 of Swords now in reverse. So this is kind of busting out of this either, this can be self-deceit, Capricorn, you know, not everyone's going to be dealing with someone that's lying to them. And it can be something that you are avoiding, trying to avoid the glare. Yeah. But if it's not something you are doing to yourself, and even if it is something you're going to get some sort of clarity about, there can be someone in your midst. And I think with the Kitsune, I've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I've actually got a lot of 4s and a lot of 9s in this reading. If those numbers are, you know, important to you, and a lot of 1s as well. But the Kitsune, because I'm saying, well, who is it? And you've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant. So this is almost letting go of a commitment, letting go or releasing yourself from a contract that, you know, maybe you didn't realise what you were getting involved in, a company or a corporation that you work for, a church, it's, you know, something like that. And it's something you either have been in denial about, Capricorn, or it's something you are getting from this solar eclipse some insight into, basically. Because there is light bursting through here, you know, as much as she is trapped, he, she, it's not specific. There is some sort of light that's bursting through, and it's going to enable you to get out of your head, to no longer feel trapped, and ultimately to know who is worthy of your trust. And in the second position, what you should set your intention towards, and again, it is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 4 of Pentacles in reverse, doubled up here. So this is like, you know, again, letting go of something that you're holding on. You're almost holding on to the wrong thing is the kind of impression I get, Capricorn. And try and seek some sort of balance in your life. But this is also about being receptive, being able to receive in its upright position here. So there's a feeling of trying to control the situation, trying to control events around you. And it's not working. It's actually creating more stress in your life. And the sort of advice here is actually to sort of let things flow a little bit more naturally, and just, you know, give a little, yeah, give a little, be a little bit more chill about a situation. You might be worrying about money with the Four of Pentacles, being in a reverse position. You're trying to hold on to every penny. You know, there's just something you're holding on to, Capricorn. You're holding on to too tightly, and you're also probably or possibly even holding on to the wrong thing altogether. And in your third position, it's again what you should avoid, and it's strength. And I am getting this kind of strong arm tactics here almost, because in the sixth position, yeah, the Emperor's in reverse. It's all about letting go of control, Capricorn. I don't know what you're trying to control, who you're trying to control, but it's becoming a nightmare for you. You just need to learn to let go of whatever this is. The Nine of Cups here. It's almost like you've got a wish, and you're trying to, like, you know, push it over the line, so that, you know, even if it were something delicate and you know, beautiful, you're literally like trying to crush it into, you know, the way that you want it. You're trying to mold it so that you're actually deforming it. I don't know specifically what it is, Capricorn. It's almost a case of, I want it, and I want it this way, and that's not what's happening. So you need to avoid, or at least look at your pride, the sort of strength and power that you're using in a situation to get your own desires met. Yeah. And a challenge that you'll soon face. Got journey with the community card. So either this is just issues in terms of, you know, traveling to see, you know, friends or relatives, or a group. This can usually be a social group. I do often see this as my third party situation card, but I don't think there's anything else to indicate that. But yeah, it's almost like you want to go and you know, just have some fun. Go and, you know, chill, but maybe there's people or a group that are at a distance from you, and with everything that's going down, for whatever reason, you're just not able to make that connection. You know, go visit your community or networking with people. It's a wee bit like, I mean, it can just be a party or a celebration that's, again, would involve some sort of traveling. It is a challenge for you. Either the traveling is a challenge, the group or the event that you're attending is a challenge, or the fact that you're not able to connect with your people is creating the Nine of Swords here. And this is like really having nightmares. This is almost insomnia. If you can see the devils coming through the window here. This is I mean, it might even be like a recurring dream. There's a very strong sense of fear here. Do you know, it may even be like agoraphobia. I mean, it's just so weird that I'd say that, because obviously, I don't know where you are in the world, but there are some shifts, and in terms of my neck of the woods, that very soon we are going to be at least connect with one other household, maybe see some family. And I was saying to my daughter yesterday, I actually think I might have agoraphobia because I haven't been out for so long. It's like, God, I just like don't even know how to have a conversation with a face-to-face adult anymore. It may be something like that, Capricorn. Or it may just be that there's just a really special event that you've been invited to, you'd like to go to. Now, if that is the case, because I'm coming back to this Nine of Cups here and the Strength card, it's sort of saying that what you should avoid is certainly maybe like, you know, overindulging, which is the Nine of Cups. You know, maybe you need a bit of Dutch courage to get you to an event, or to, you know, meet someone. Yeah. Because there's nervousness here. So that's just something to think about, is, you know, rather than just having, you know, a couple of drinks to sort of like relax you, you might end up getting sloshed and falling into the the venue. Oh my gosh, images. Let me just take another card on that. So this is the challenge. Why is the journey to the community a challenge for Capricorn? Didn't really get a chance to ask it. Got a King of Swords in reverse here. So there may be someone here, this may be your own energy, that you just feel out of sorts. And the Fool. So it's like you want to go, you want a new beginning, you want to party and have some fun. But at the same time, there might be someone there, or someone who's part of your group. And I've got a King of Pentacles upright. So there might be like an ex there or something like that. But the King of the, oh, crikey, you've got two men here. So as I say, the community card back can be a third party situation here. So, you know, you might be going to an event and you've got with your partner, and then your ex is sitting across the table from you, something like that. Yeah, there's some sort of competition, there's some sort of angst here. And now get a Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh. So this could be like a family situation where all the, you know, aunties, uncles and extended family are there, and, you know, there's some of them don't go on very well, and but at the same time you sort of need to go and you're pure dreading it. And you know there's going to be loads of drinking, and someone will probably bump their gums and get into a bit of a stramash. I don't know. But there's some good advice there in terms of what you need to avoid. And also, yeah, let's see, the Nine of Cups in terms of what Capricorn should avoid. What is the Nine of Cups for what Capricorn should avoid? The Sun and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I think this is something to do with overindulging. And, you know, because I'm almost getting a feeling it's sun up. Someone is like lying prone on the pavement and has just drunk themselves into a stupor here. You know, had a really good time but can't remember a thing about it. Got themselves completely sunburnt and, you know, been carted off to the hospital. I don't know what's going on there, but there's something to do with overindulgence, I feel, and, you know, pushing something through because you're nervous about an event, and it could sort of unravel quite quickly if you don't handle it properly. So a helpful resource, we've got an Empress here, so this can be a mother, just a feminine, but it's got the Door to Spirit in reverse here, and this is something that you should seek out, that's maybe going to help you in general towards your purpose here. So with the Door to Spirit being in reverse, this normally feels, or it feels like there's some sort of disconnect with a mother. I mean, it can be the mother of your children. It sort of feels like you feel that your intuition is failing. I mean, this could be like someone that's already passed on and you would really like to, you know, get a message through from them, but I don't really think it's that. I just think this is, it can be that you're sort of distracted by a lot of, you know, personal problems or worldly, you know, problems that are going on in your life, and you're not connecting with this Empress, or you're not sort of like feeling connected to your own abundance. This can obviously indicate pregnancy as well, and it can sort of suggest there's just a lot of intense emotions around you just now, or you don't feel it's sort of any real kind of peace. And again, this is about relaxing and letting go. It's meditating on your own self, on your heart center, and it's just allowing connections to grow organically, coming back to this trying to push things through all the time. So there may be somebody you want to connect with or reconnect with. It's the Empress. It's such a beautiful card, you know. Could be your mother, it could be, you know, a sister, it could be your wife and your children. And it could just be that part of yourself, but there's a disconnect here, and the disconnect is because you're not particularly balanced just now. There are distractions that are going on, and they're very unhealthy distractions. I don't even know if it is something you have to be dealing with, Capricorn, because there's a lot of, you know, stuff there that, I mean, if you can avoid it, I certainly would. And an effective way, yet again, to raise your vibration of the Emperor is a 4. The 4 of Cups came out sideways and the solar plexus is in reverse. Is to ease up on the control, basically. And is this attempt to control the situation that's actually making you feel out of control? The Emperor in reverse is someone who's lost control of a situation. The 4 of Cups can be that you're missing someone. It did sort of come up sideways. You may be like hoping and praying and, you know, trying to manifest, but it feels kind of obsessive, and it's almost draining you with the solar plexus here in reverse, Archangel Chamuel. This is about having a lack of energy. It's not really understanding your purpose, not really knowing where to go from here. So whatever it is that you're wanting or trying to achieve, you're trying too hard and it's draining you. And you need to switch up your tactics completely and try the complete opposite of what you're doing, because it absolutely is not working out. I mean, this is very much suggesting your solar plexus in reverse. It's a lack of drive, and it's a lack of direction as well. So you need to kind of focus in on yourself, almost become a little bit more single-minded even, and maybe even self-centered. Just get yourself straight before you deal with any issues. I kind of said this in your last reading, Capricorn. It was very much a case of only dealing with the small stuff. There was, oh gosh, that was the elephant in the room that you were avoiding. Yeah. And you were actually really quite down, and there was something in your 11th house about groups. There was a lot of depression and sadness there, and again a sort of disconnect, but I felt there might be a catalyst coming in. So anywho, I'm just sort of seeing the, what's in the thingy? I've lost my words. But anyway, this is about gathering up and directing your own life force energy and getting back to a place of enthusiasm in your daily life, and not focusing on, you know, controlling situations or how things are going to turn out. Just sort of letting go of all of that. And the message from the universe is, again, it's about not working on something. The thinking woman in reverse here. So this can be a feminine that you're dealing with. This might be this Empress that you feel disconnected from, or this could be your own energy. And if the thinking woman comes up, I mean, she's usually got it all together. The thinking woman, she's not just, you know, intellectually focused. She's also highly spiritual and a bit bookish sometimes. She's somebody who has a lot of understanding, and when she is in reverse, if it is her, this would sort of suggest that somebody's having a difficult time with their own kind of personal growth, and they're again disconnected from their heart's true path. It could be also someone who gives out misleading information or misinformation. So someone might need to look at their own boundaries here. But if this is about not investing in this. This is like, if you're trying to work out, and I'm coming back to this control, how do I fix this, how do I work this out, pouring over the books here, burning the midnight oil, making yourself depleted and tired, is to stop doing this. And the minute that you let go, Nine of Wands, drop it all, it's when it will naturally unfold, is what it's saying. This is your harvest, the 10 of Cups. It's almost like the universe knows what's best for you and you don't. You've got yourself fixated in a certain direction, in a certain outcome, on a certain person, on a certain job. Yeah, it's just, yeah, you just need to let it go, Capricorn. You literally need to let it go. The contract, the commitment, the intensity, the determination, the what, the why, because it's putting you here. It's making you overthink. It's messing with your sleep. It's knocking you off your feet, and none of it is good. So that's a great reading. So just do that and your life will be perfect. Got it? Excellent. Please like and subscribe. If you would like any of my other information, it is all below. And look after yourselves. Bye bye for now.